We want to bring in now our CBS News legal analyst, Rikki Klieman. In many ways, Rikki, these jurors have Bill Cosby's life in their hands.
Oh, indeed.
79 years old. One guilty decision, verdict on one of these charges could be, 10 years, you were telling me earlier. The fact that they've had so many questions, they are really drilling down onto the exact law and the testimony, tells us what?
Well, I think that it is challenging to any juror to be able to look at any 79-year-old person and have their life or liberty in their hands. That it's challenging because they bring into the jury box their life experience. And they have to know that if they find him guilty, that he is going away for some period of time, even if they don't know and we don't know if it would be 10 years or 3 years or 5 years, whatever it is. What they do know is that basically publicly, because these jurors did not come in ignorant, many of them said that they understood, that they knew about the other allegations, that they knew about some of the news that had been out there, that his life as a celebrity, his value in his occupation, it's all in tatters. So what they do to him is one more thing to his life. That's very profound for someone. At the same time, the prosecutor was smart. The prosecutor argued in his closing argument that they were told in a jury instruction, or they would be told, that sympathy should not enter this picture. And the prosecutor needed to tell them that because the defense lawyer, Michael McMonigal, said to them in his own passionate way, because he's a passionate orator, that he said, it's not about money, money, money. It's about this man's tomorrows. What a phrase. So they know that, even though they're not supposed to consider it. But perhaps far more important, if you are going to pronounce someone guilty, you have to believe her story beyond a reasonable doubt. You may guess that she's telling the truth, think that she's telling the truth, suspect that she's telling the truth. You might even believe that she's telling the truth, but not believe it beyond a reasonable doubt. So many times what people do not understand in a case like this, where it's in essence, as she said, he said, because he said comes through his deposition testimony into court, is that it's not really that you just don't think it happened, it's that it wasn't proven. It's very hard to get a jury to understand that saying not guilty does not mean innocent. It is not the same thing. It means not proven guilty. And when a juror gets that, it really becomes a profound decision to overcome that.
Now, talk to us about what the judge is likely instructing the jury to do, because as these randomly selected jurors, oftentimes they will encourage them, okay, you haven't reached a decision yet, but please go back, please try again. What would the communication have been from the judge to these jurors, and how much longer will the judge allow them to deliberate without coming to a consensus? What
happened was the jurors notified the court, as they are supposed to do when they have a question or need to make a communication to the court. They were brought in. They said they were hopelessly deadlocked, or words to that effect, that they could not come to a unanimous decision. And the judge gave them what we call, as lawyers, the dynamite charge. And what the dynamite charge or instruction is to impress upon these jurors that no other jury will be better able to decide than they, and that it is important for them to try to reach a consensus. And it creates a profound impact on these jurors that their decision to be unanimous is really critical. Now, he also must tell them that they should vote their conscience. They should not just simply give up their headstrong beliefs, held fast, beliefs, and that they should hold on to those beliefs, but they should be able to try to reach a unanimous verdict. So many times, in fact, if not most times, jurors go out and they try again, and they go on for a number of hours, and they may actually reach a verdict. And usually that verdict is guilty if they come after all this. Now, they can come back later today and say, we still are hopelessly deadlocked. And the judge could send them back out again. Or they could come back tonight, because we have to remember this jury is deliberating 9 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. most days. So they could come back tonight and say, look, we can't do it. And the judge may say, go back to your hotel, sleep, get some rest. It's been a long process. Let's try again tomorrow. So it's really up to the judge in reading them to make a decision of when to, as we say, pull the plug.
And that's why we're watching so closely the body language of the jurors, this exhaustion that seems to be evident. Rikki Klieman, thank you very much. As soon as we hear something, we'll bring you back.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.